Hey guys, this is Goo, and welcome to an Overwatch tutorial. Um, Basically, this is the most basic thing you can do in Overwatch, and it's a shame that people who are even over level 100 don't know how to do this, and it's frankly getting on my nerves. So I feel like I have to make this tutorial to tell you guys how to do it so that there's no confusion. Um, Basically, I'm going to be telling you guys how to get on the point. I'm not talking about payload, I'm talking about a capture point on an assault map such as Temple of Anubis or Hanamura. So, yeah, let's get right into it. So the team comp we're going to be using today, for attack, we're going to be using a Reaper, a Soldier, a D.Va, a Lucio, an Ana, and a Roadhog. And for the defending team, we're going to be using a Reinhardt, a Torbjorn, a Widowmaker, a Mercy, a Roadhog, and a Reaper. Okay, so basically, this is a team composition that you're going to see most commonly with a few things changed. Um, so that's why I'd like to kind of focus on this. No matter what you do, it's all kind of the same thing here. So, yeah. Basically, when you're trying to get on the point, there are a few things that you're going to need to focus, and the number one thing is going to be the healer. No matter what you're looking at here, you have to kill that healer. Mainly if it's a Mercy, she can res their entire team after you do a team wipe other than her, and at that point it's all in vain, and yeah. The fact that I also see a lot of people not focusing the Mercy in games, instead doing something like focusing a tank, is annoying, to say the least. So, basically, when you bring that healer down, the second thing you want to do, like, as soon as you see a Mercy come up in the kill cam, she's dead, go over, attack a turret, attack a Symmetra teleporter, whatever. Attack those things that could fuck your team up badly, or that could give them an advantage without them actually having to do anything. So once, say, a Torbjorn turret's down, you want to then go focus on the high DPS heroes. This would be a Pharah. She can fuck your team up. Junkrat, maybe even a Reaper or a Soldier, something like that that can really fuck your team up easily, especially if you have a lot of squishies. So keep that in mind. Like the number 4 thing you want to be focusing then would be tanks. Obviously, if you have a D.Va who's like really getting on your nerves, she's in there, she's wiping your team. Focus her, but make sure that that healer is down. I can't stress this enough. Don't kill anything else until you kill that Mercy. She's your target. She is your biggest target on that team. Everyone else is just kind of a side bitch that you can focus on. If they're fucking you up, fuck them up. But Mercy is your main target. So then, basically, after you take the tanks down, anyone else, focus them, period. Things to keep in note here when pushing the point, you want to focus the point over anything else. Honestly, this includes the Mercy. Don't be trying to kill the Mercy and then get on the point. Get on that point. Because if your entire team's on that point, they gotta come at you to defend their point. Take them out as they come at you. Take that Mercy out and then wipe their team that way. Don't try to clear them out and then get on the point. That does not work unless you are horribly mismatched. So keep that in mind. Use alts to keep the enemies off the point. That's I don't know how else to stress this. Like, for example, Winston's Primal Rage, he can fling people off the point. I'm not talking about use alts as deterrents to just be like, oh, he's alting, like a Reaper doing his Death Blossom. Don't try and do that. It doesn't work very well. Mainly, you just want to get these enemies off the point so that way you can actually capture the point without them contesting it. Another big thing, get every single person, all 6 of you, you need to be sitting on the point together until it's capped. You cap it very fast if you're all sitting there together. Please don't run off the point to go get like a health pack or something like that. That's a horrible idea. Your healer will get you if you're sitting on the point. What you don't want to do, like I said, don't focus kills. Don't be running around looking for a health pack. don't leave one person on the point. This happens so many times. I'll be sitting there as a Reaper, and we'll have basically wiped their team, and then they'll go running into their spawn, trying to go get them to the next point, and it's like, hey guys, can we cap this one first before doing that? Don't do that. Sit on the point with your team, and then go focus on that. Don't actually do this. I've seen it happen a lot more recently, and it's starting to worry me. Don't have everyone group up together in front of the point, but yet never actually attack the point. It's a bad idea. I'll get into that a little bit later. And obviously, don't do some stupid shit that you're going to regret. There's not much explaining there. Just don't. So, I was thinking about grouping up. Let's talk about that a little bit. Grouping up needs to be done with the sole purpose to push the point as a team. You shouldn't be grouping up to charge ults or get kills. Don't do that. It's annoying. Like I said, I see this happen a lot in competitive, where you'll have a team standing behind a Reinhardt just looking at the point trying to charge up ults, but never actually going in. If any person on your team tells you, go now, fucking go. You need to take that point. That's your biggest part of this game. Don't sit there being like, oh wait, well my ult is at 78%, and if I shoot 40 more people, I'll get it charged. Like, just go on the point. Just do it. Trust me. Don't be letting one of your teammates go in and die. That's a horrible idea. Your group is fucked at that point. Also, don't wait for 6 people to group up. That's just kind of a thing. Like, if you got a teammate who just respawned and you're like, oh wait guys, let's just sit here and wait until our teammate gets here, and that way we can all go in together. That's a bad idea. If you got 4 people, go in. You can push that point. Overwatch is one of those games that you don't need all 6 people against all other 6. Like, 4 or 5 people can take the point versus all 6 on the point. Trust me, it's happened. You can do it if you're competent. Anyway, okay, so let's get into how this is going to work. I'll have like little character icons here up on the screen to show you how to do this. We're going to be talking about Temple of Anubis' B point, or their second point that you'll be taking, the one that's like right next to the defensive spawn. So, first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to have 3 people, including your Lucio, because that's what we're using. This also includes the Reaper. I just want to point that out. The Reaper and the Lucio should be going together with this, and then just maybe throw in the Roadhog, maybe, or the D.Va to do this. I wouldn't actually say the D.Va, though, and I'll get to why the D.Va shouldn't be doing that. They gotta go flank that ruin area, so you want to go off to the left, that left area that comes up right next to the point. So you want to go that way. 2 people, this would be probably the D.Va and the Ana, should be sitting, just kind of pissing them off, pissing the guys off on the point, kind of distracting them. The D.Va has her new defense matrix, so she's really, really good for that. She can kind of stay up longer. She's just there to distract. That's it. And then we'll have one other person flank around somewhere else. This can be whoever they want. So yeah. At that point, all 6 people on the entire team will be actually doing something. So we want to have that happen. So the next thing you're going to want to do is all flankers should focus that Mercy the second they get on that point. She'll normally be behind the team. If she's off to any side, you can take her out. The way that Temple of Anubis is set up, the flanker that's coming from the right side can take her out, the left side. Even if she's back in that little area, you can get back there and fuck her up, and then fuck the rest of the team up. Basically, the second you kill that Mercy, and the second you start focusing that Mercy, is the second the D.Va and the Ana and everyone, they should be grouping up on the point together. Torbjorn will have a turret set up in one of these 2 places. You'll want to focus that. No matter what, that turret can fuck your team up, especially if he molten cores. So yeah, you want to take that turret out as soon as possible as well. After the Mercy is down, though, I cannot stress that enough. So, basically, all 6 people will be on this point together. You're taking the point. You should be clearing the point as well. So, when D.Va comes onto her point, D.Va should have her self-destruct, should be shooting at people. Well, if she's distracting them, she should have her self-destruct now. She needs to go on the point, and she just needs to hit Q. Don't fly anywhere, just hit Q to get them all off that point. Because at that point, you'll get some more ground on the point, you'll start capping it a little bit more, you'll get it that way. You should be clearing the site more. Just get them off the point. The soldier should then be focused on killing the Mercy and the Torbjorn turret as they come out of their spawn, because he's your big range. The Ana as well should also be focused on healing people as well as getting kills. That kind of stuff. The Roadhog should be hooking people in that are becoming problems. This should be happening like that. So basically, as this is happening, you're capping the point. It's not quite capped yet. The team will probably do one last push together to try and take it. Just try and get the defense win. Reaper, at that point, should have his Death Blossom. He should not have used it before. If you did, that's a bad idea. Well, it could be. If they're all on the point already, yeah, that's a good idea. But when they all come pushing in together, Reaper needs to hit his ult, like, immediately, and clear that off. And try and get the kills, try and get them running away from him, just that kind of stuff. Try and get them running closer onto the point, that way the other team can focus them, or that way the other teammates can focus them. That kind of stuff. That's how Reaper should be used. And at that point, you should cap the point. You should win the game. If that doesn't happen, though, and you still have quite a bit of time left in the game, you need to group up. Don't start death chaining. That's a horrible idea. Only do that if it's in overtime, and at that point, you probably lost the game if you didn't take it on that. So you want to regroup, push together. You don't have to do that exact thing all again, because you've already probably capped it to the second little checkpoint thing, and you only have 1/3 of it to go. And yeah, if none of that works, you weren't the strongest team. You didn't do it. You need to improve in other areas of the game. It's not really capping the point. This is just, you might have timings messed up. You might have not much map knowledge. You might really just need to improve in other areas of the game. So yeah, basically that's how you cap a point. I'm sorry if you guys didn't like this tutorial. I tried to explain this as best as possible to people who are still having trouble, or even just the people who are coming here that don't really know what they're doing when it comes to capping the point. This is just the best possible strategy you could use. If this isn't working for you, though, like I said, you need to go improve in other areas of the game. This isn't your point capping. This could be multiple things. This could be aiming. This could be ability timing, ult timing, map knowledge, all this other kind of stuff that you're going to need to go improve in other areas. And I'll be making more of these videos, seeing as this is the first kind of voice tutorial type video here on the channel. I will be making those in the future, so you guys can subscribe and check back then when I'll eventually put those up. So yeah, like I said, everybody, thanks for watching. My name has been Goo, and have fun.